where the mayor says its work is still underway to rebuild infrastructure that was damaged by flooding last year. The municipality's executive team hosted a media briefing this morning, responding to an array of queries from the current ratepayers' boycott to the slow building process of damaged public infrastructure. We're joined now by Newsroom Africa's Corinda Jagmahan. Corinda, very good afternoon to you. What did the mayor have to say today?
Indeed, good afternoon. Well, the mayor and his executive team, they're praising what they say is progress with regards to redeveloping Durban, especially after the terrifying floods that occurred last year. There were a number of queries posed with regards to these controversial matters, among other issues plaguing the city. With regards to rebuilding infrastructure, remember there are still several roads and bridges that remain in a state of disrepair, as well as public infrastructure. The mayor said that additional grant has been sent to the city from National Treasury. This is flood relief grant. That's about 1.5 billion rand, and of that 1.2 billion rand has been allocated to several projects that have started and is expected to be finished or complete by February next year. So a time frame put there for us to see completion with regards to infrastructure, public infrastructure that was damaged during those deadly floods last year. Going forward, the mayor has also reprioritized budgets with regards to public infrastructure that has been ailing. So we've reported extensively on the sewage crisis in the city, with sewage leaking at beaches as well as in some home suburbs, schools as well. Just yesterday we were in the area of Merebank. But the mayor is saying that money has been reprioritized. In fact, 70 million rand has been set aside for one specific project to clear out some of these sewage blockages. He also then urged communities and businesses to refrain from illegal dumping. Another project that has been touted by the municipality is the facelift to the Durban Promenade. We had spoken about this a few months ago when Durban Fun World had closed down. There was much outcry about this by residents who had many memories there, but the municipality said that was because of a multi-million rand investment to uplift the promenade, keep it open at least for 24 hours and create a sort of entertainment area there to boost the economy. Now we hear that by October, 2 world-class establishments should be opened at that promenade, renovations already underway. And in addition to this, more security will be employed. So this will be an additional 400 employees for Metro Police to secure the promenade as well as the Durban CBD. This was in response to our questions about the dangers that lurk just around that area that we know from recent events that have happened there with regards to constant robberies and hijackings, or even pickpocketing of tourists for that matter. But then right now there's a matter around the ratepayers. In fact, this has been led by the Westville Ratepayers Association, where they have refrained from paying their rates. They're diverting their rates until their memorandum of demands are met by the city. This includes, among a number of demands, just going forward with regards to having oversight of how the eThekwini municipality actually uses its finances, as well as to decrease tariffs. They say the tariffs in the city are far too high, considering what they say are services that are not being delivered. Now, the ratepayers are continuing that boycott. In fact, they have been meeting with other areas as well, really sharing that message. But take a listen to the mayor's response on his progress thus far with regards to that boycott.
We want to take this opportunity to thank all ratepayers who have opened a room for engagement with the municipality. We are confident that through these engagements, no ratepayers organization will persuade residents to boycott the payment of rates. Apart from boycotting rates being illegal, residents cannot withhold payment for services that have been rendered. Last week, we convened a follow-up meeting with the Westville Ratepayers Association, and their issues where we have found common ground. The Office of the Speaker has planned a series of meetings with Ratepayers Association in various communities of our city to demonstrate that we are a listening and a caring government. Yesterday, the Council approved the revision of the electricity tariffs for 2023-2024 to 15.1% increase as opposed to 18.49% initial proposed by the municipality pending the finalization of NERSA tariffs.
Now, in the wake of those comments, the Westville Ratepayers Association took to their social media account to say that their boycott is not illegal. It's part of a court process that they will continue until their demands are met. So on the one side, you have the mayor painting this picture about development in Durban, but of course, we'll only see any truth to that if those various deadlines are met with regards to what money has been put into those projects, the deadlines that have been set down before the public through the media, and then, of course, whether or not there are effective services being delivered. And that is really what has brought up the wrath of ratepayers, just in terms of them saying that they're not happy with the services from the city. They want to see better work being done, and as a result, they'll withhold their rates until their demands are met. And of course, that will be in a court process we'll see unfolding over the next few months.
Very well. Thank you very much, Karinda Jagmohan. Ratepayers demanding accountability there in eThekwini. We will continue, of course, on this end to bring you more news. The victims of